Good afternoon. Today I want to talk about our new project, which is going to come on the 16th, which I've already talked about in the Kids Entrepreneurship Expose. Consequently to that, we are going to be having what is known as the Bazadi Summit. Now, I know we have actually just reached out quite a number of people in Francistown. Most of the people have already seen our flyers, and some are actually very busy now, holding them in their hands, and they're like, "This is really amazing work. How can we partner? How can we work together?" My message is very simple. We are at that point where we think that we need to appreciate the fact that entrepreneurship and education are intertwined. We need to personally be the ones who express an interest to actually find our contribution to initiatives like this. I know most of you have actually gone through our page, and some of the questions that come are very interesting, and we think that there is a possibility in terms of working relationship. Now, to make it very, very simple for everybody, this is my endorsement and this is my support to say that, well, you have to definitely talk about entrepreneurship for kids. You have to talk entrepreneurship for the generation that we currently have. You have to definitely talk about education from a different perspective for the current kids that we have in the education system, which is our public schools and private schools. So now, that being said, I would like to just say to parents in and around Francistown, well, you need to register your kids for the entrepreneurship expose. You are not doing it to please, the monetary value that is going to be gained out of this. Entrepreneurship is the future. We are past that point where a child grows up in an environment where there is what we call a simausu, our traditional Setswana culture, and somebody shies away from actually being proud about it. The generation of today needs to appreciate, things like that. They need to engage in parental entrepreneurship support. They need to engage in using social media as a tool to promote either background of business that their parents have or the aspirations that the parents have. Now, it is without doubt that, entrepreneurship is a challenge. We as black people, and we are mostly first generation entrepreneurs. Now, I will not speak for all of you guys to say that I'm not a first generation entrepreneur. I was raised in an environment where entrepreneurship was what sustained all of us. I grew up in an environment where my parents were business people, and I was part of that business. And it's really the knowledge and the ignorance of my own limits at the time, and the ignorance of my own education at the time, that I could not, appreciate what was before me. To avoid the same situation, what I am trying to do is that I am trying to say that every household in Botswana can actually groom entrepreneurship. They can actually groom kids who can become successful multi-millionaire entrepreneurs who will run organizations that will amaze all of you. Now, as a pledge, I like to make pledges because I have the resources, I have the manpower, I have the expertise, I have the right support system, and I have the right ecosystem to make it happen. I have deliberately opened out one of my offices here at Ngwana Enterprises, above the new Choppies building in Francistown. I've opened one of my offices as a projects office, which we have named the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. I am making this office available to every child between the age of 18 and above who are out of the school system, who would like to come in and put in an hour or two of their time to learn about business and about social business model, about how they can actually empower themselves to start up a business in their community. It can be in a rural setup, it can be in a urban setup. We will support that. So that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, my so-called community, my so-called friends, my so-called followers, my international friends, and my partners, and the media out there, and those who sit and make time to share our videos. My strategy moving forward beyond the two initiatives that I've mentioned is to, one, ensure that we at Ngwana Enterprises will be having weekly videos in all our meetings highlighting the importance of entrepreneurs. We are going to do this internally, and we are going to see results of it. Two, we are going to support all the people who are in our premise with all the requirements they need so that they can move forward. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a very good starting point. This being a very good starting point, I would like all of you guys to take the opportunity to have a look at all the flyers, all the material that we're distributing in and around Francistown. See how best you can talk about this, how best you can call my guys in to come in and just basically see how best you can touch base with you and talk to you and just give you a scope of how you can come in. We are looking for those crazy guys. We are looking for all the guys who think they can make a contribution or who think they can come and just watch. Sometimes being a spectator is allowed, because out of spectating you then develop interest. So the final thing that I think we all need to know is that we have the power inside all of us. The power is not with the leadership, and the power is certainly never with the leadership. The power is with the people at the bottom and the people who are working to make change in their life. So as you guys step into the new month of November, step into this month with a plan that is innovative, a plan that is different, a plan that is going to take your organization or yourself to the next level. Learn to volunteer your time, learn to give, learn to share that which you can. So that being said, I challenge everybody to go home, share this video with as many friends as they can, talk about it, critique it, give it the thumbs up if you can, and of course log into our Ngwana Enterprises page, get as much information as you can, because out of that we really put in this for you. And let me take this opportunity to say that I'm like yay to the new month, very much excited to jump into it. Very excited to see most of the students actually finishing their exams, and very confident that they have all done very well on them. So let us take the initiative as young people and as young business people to actually ensure we are at the driving force of change. This cannot happen without all of us. And I think wherever you are, you can make the change that you want to make. And if you need to shoot us an email and talk to us, we know where to find us. We are available on social media. We are available through our sites. We are available on international media. And you can have a look at us anywhere you would like to see us. And invite us, like I said. Give us a shout and say, guys, we would be interested to host you here in Kasani, in Maung, in Shakawe, in Palape, in Serowe. We will make time to make sure we mobilize our resources and come and support your cause. We will collaborate with you as well. And I always say this to you, that I will use my resources if I can to actually support good initiatives. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen and friends, you're all gonna have a nice weekend, and you're all gonna actually take this message, you're all gonna share it, and out of sharing it, you will see the benefits of what I'm talking about. And let me take this opportunity to thank you for supporting the Ngwana Enterprises team, which has grown to a number of about 10, staff, who are some based in the US, some based in South Africa, some based here in Francistown, some based, in Gaborone, who are mapping us all over the world. And I really take this opportunity to thank them and to know them to tell them that, you are definitely building your own careers, and you are building your own way into starting up multinational companies. And believe me, you will grow out of this. And I really appreciate this platform. And thank you, everybody. Bye bye.